Typically, when we have these events, we end up with a full auditorium. I don't know if the fact that this was being held at 2 o'clock rather than 4 o'clock is making a lot of difference. But either way, we know that the citizens of Flat Rock appreciate you three gentlemen coming to share your wisdom and your reasoning with us. A couple of things. As most of you know, I'm Terry Hicks. Bob Staten, our mayor, is tied up a little bit. He'll be here later. He sends his apologies for being late. I ask anyone who has a cell phone on them to turn it off now or put it on silence. We don't want these gentlemen to be interrupted. Channel 20 is going to tape this entire event, and we'll be playing it back in its entirety at some point. And we'll try to get word out somehow where it can be seen or when, as we get that word back. We only learned that today. After we have opening comments, and each candidate is allowed up to 10 minutes. If they don't want to take all the time, that's fine, but no more than 10 minutes. Then we will take questions from the audience. It's been our procedure in the past, and will continue, that we ask you to write out your questions, pass them to the moderator, me. And we do this because often you have the same question being asked by a lot of people. Sometimes we batch them, but we want to make sure that all your questions are addressed. Any question that you ask, it will be the option of each candidate to answer that question if they wish. They have chosen their opening sequence by draw for opening comments and their closing comments. We have until 3:30 for this event, and we want you to take full advantage of it. Dr. Mumpower is the opening speaker, followed by Mr. Armour and Mr. Campbell.
My name is Carl Mumpower. I'm a city councilman in Asheville. Some of you in Flat Rock may know me by other names. Overconfident farm animal is one of theirs. It's my pleasure to be here, and I mean that sincerely. I'm grateful that you're here, that you care about the future of Western North Carolina and America. I give you my word today that I will not spin the truth, distort the truth, or hold back. I will be very candid, honest, and open with you about where I stand on the issues. I will not try to seduce you or artificially achieve your vote. I will try to earn it with my honesty and candor. I'm a Christian, a real Christian. I try to live it, not only talk about it. I am a city councilman in Asheville, which is arguably the most liberal city council, one of the most, if not the most liberal city council in North Carolina. I am, if you read the paper or watch the news, I am often the 6-1 guy. Not because I'm stubborn or negative or just like to say no, but because I consistently uphold conservative principles in Asheville. If you can do it there, you can do it anywhere in the world. I'm a veteran. I joined the service when I was 17, the week I got out of high school. I volunteered for Vietnam, did a tour there, came back and started the school and went on from there. I was raised in Western North Carolina. This is where the majority of my family is from. I have, my upbringing was, I'll use the term, we weren't wealthy. We struggled. I put myself through college. I know what it's like to, let me rephrase that, I don't know what it's like to have it easy in life. Therefore, I have an understanding of others who don't, and I care about others who don't. There are 5 things that I want to do in Washington, and it's a pledge to you, a commitment to you, a promise to you that I will do these things, and I will do them with a full heart, and I won't back off of the throttle Number one is to fight waste and corruption wherever I find it. I do that in Asheville. I do it consistently. I'll do it in Washington. And it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent. Waste and corruption affect you. Number two, I'll function as an independent Republican. People ask me what that means. It's not a play on words. It means I'm a Republican and I uphold Republican principles consistently, without hesitancy. And by the way, a conservative is not determined by what he says. He's determined by how he votes, his actions. And on that basis, I am a conservative. However, I'm independent to the extent that I'm very disappointed in the leadership of our Republican Party. I believe in recent years they have betrayed those principles and the future of America. And I will not abide by a party leadership that steps away from our principles, whether it's through earmarks, borrow and spend policies, ignoring illegal immigration, or whatever it may be. I will function independently, and I would offer as an illustration of that some of the conflict that we had around this debate. I simply thought the rules were changed at the last minute. I wasn't comfortable with that, and I stood on principle and didn't back down. That's exactly what I'll do in Washington. That's what I'll do anytime I think something's being done that shouldn't be done. And having said that, let me thank Mr. Hicks for the nice way he handled it. I appreciate his graciousness and thoughtfulness in helping us get to a better place. The third thing I'll do, the third finger of the hand, is look out for our children and our grandchildren. Now, most of us in this room didn't have it easy coming up. A lot of us didn't. But one thing we did have was have a bridge to the future. Our children today and our grandchildren today, that bridge is much foggier, much harder to see, much harder to get onto. I think we're betraying the future of our children and grandchildren by leaving them with excessive debt and a hazy America that has stepped away from a lot of our values and the principles that have made us what we are. The fourth thing I'll do comes from Congressman Taylor. Now, we part ways on some things. Earmarks would be one of them. But one that I have a great deal of respect for in his 16 years of service was constituent service. He prioritized that. You could walk in his office and they would try to help you get through the federal maze. I think that's a very important job, part of the job of a congressman. And it will not make any difference if you walk into my office whether you have a lot of money, no money, a little money, whatever. Won't make any difference what color you are, what gender you are, or where you're from, or whether you can help me or not. I will be there and my staff will be there to help you. And finally, I'm a right thing kind of guy. I'm not a perfect guy, but I'm a principled guy. I try to do the right thing. And I grab hold of it and I hold on to it until I'm proven wrong or until I've achieved the goals that I've set. I'm tenacious. I have a backbone. I don't back down from controversy, and I don't try to please people. I try to do the right thing. And I won't change when I go to Washington. I'm not going there about me. This is not about me. If it was about me, I can tell you there are a lot funner things to do. It's not a trophy. It's not a prize. It's a responsibility. And it will be my honor to earn your vote to be your representative in Washington this fall. Thank you for being here today.